This is another game that we have a copy of to give away.
Yep, you bet.
So viewers, just tweet your questions at IGN. That automatically enters you to win. And here in a few minutes, we'll give away a copy of Dead Rising 3.
See you and sign you in.
Let's see.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, David. Hi, everybody. Hi, streamies.
That's what they're called. All of our streamies out there.
Like Lady Gaga has little monsters.
Yep.
Right?
We have our little streamies.
Streamies.
Tuning in.
Oh, hi, Dan.
Yeah, hello.
Knows you.
Hopefully it will recognize and download my cloud saves. I don't know if we have to go out back.
Worst cases will sign me out, but
all right, we'll see.
So Dan, you like this game?
I do. I like it a lot. I have never seen so many zombies in one game, like at one time. It's
impressive.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
The fault that it has, or one of them, is that just looking at it, when you're standing out by yourself, it doesn't look great. It looks like maybe a little bit better than an Xbox 360 game rather.
jump in there, Dan. Let's try and get your cloud
jump into the game.
But they do a lot more with quantity than they do with quality.
Let's do.
Let's see here. So if we continue,
So
chapter 1, that's you.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't do that. All right. Well, let's go back out here and go into my profile.
You can just sign me out.
Yeah. I think if I just choose in, there we go.
There we go. Yep, that should do it. And then pop back in.
If it will let me, okay. But now it's still loading your game.
Pick you again. There we go.
Where's my?
It's going.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, it doesn't have all my blueprints yet. There are just a ton of different weapons you get, and you can combine them into different things. It's profile sign in change as it goes. Okay, all right. We're being returned to the title screen.
A lot bad loading times on this game too.
Yeah, I mean the real obnoxious part is when you die. And you can save anywhere now unless you're playing in nightmare mode, so you don't have to find a toilet to save. But if you die, you might not lose a lot of progress because you might have saved recently. But that's a 45-second loading screen, which is real long.
Yeah, every time you die.
So I mean it's a good incentive to stay alive.
Yes.
And once you're in there are no load screens like for moving around the map, but you do get load screens when going to a new part of the story.
Now you mentioned there's an impressive amount of zombies.
Huge number of zombies
on the game in the screen.
Hundreds on the screen at once.
Michael asks, do the number of zombies ever become a problem? I don't know if he means technically, because the zombies are the conflict of the game, so they're always a problem, right?
Zombies, kind of a problem, yes.
But technically, do they strain the Xbox One?
I don't think so. I mean, there doesn't seem to be a correlation between how many zombies are on screen and the performance. There are performance problems. I think it's more to do with where you are than how many zombies there are on screen, and what the scenery is.
It's pulling your save from the cloud.
Woo! Now. It's very exciting. But yeah, okay. Now we get the real loading.
Actually, we do have to be careful. This is a game with a lot of voice commands, and it's always listening.
It's actually not a lot of. Well, I mean, they've got a bunch that are we can bring up menu screens and stuff like that.
The whole menu is voice enabled, right?
Right. Well, not the whole menu, but like all the survivor guide screens, which are all your character development and everything. Which I couldn't bring myself to use very often. It's like I can just push the button. I've already got this thing in my hand.
Yeah.
The things that you can do with Kinect that you cannot do with the gamepad are there's a command where you can taunt zombies and lure them to you. I'll show you that in a minute. And you can also during boss fights you can kind of taunt them. It'll give you a specific taunt to say to them. But I haven't really been able to figure out what that actually achieves.
Looking good here.
Yeah, that's right. So I had to think long and hard about my live stream outfit.
What's in your hand?
In my hand, that's a bag of gems actually, and so I picked out some things to show you with the combination system.
Cool.
But yeah, I had to think long and hard between the sombrero, the afro, the football helmet, the Lego head, etc. So the part that I got to here to show you guys is a psycho fight. Okay, so but I have to go to that. It's the red thing on the map. But yeah, so we've got fair amount of zombies here. This is not a big crowd, but
No.
like in any other game, this would be a lot of zombies, right?
Here
Okay,
we
so
go.
here we go.
Here we go.
Zombies. All right, and
Let's start the party.
yeah, it's nighttime, so they're kind of mad. So I'm just gonna get up here. These zombies, they have a vertical weakness. They cannot really do much when you get up
They're
here.
lethargic zombies.
Right. So you can stand on a car and they're kind of, what do we do? So, which is kind of silly.
Oh, they are hacking at you though.
Yeah, but they're not actually getting me. So I've got this weapon here, which is the dynamite, which you can combine any explosive. Well, it starts out with just dynamite. You get dynamite and a chunk of meat that you find.
Which is a zombie hand.
Yeah. Actually, I think it's a regular human hand that the
Is it?
zombie was
Okay.
gnawing on.
Got it.
And so some of these zombies will have chunks of meat on them. You combine that with dynamite and you make dynamite. And the dynamite actually attracts the zombies to it before it explodes.
So great.
Wait for it. Boom.
Nice.
So that's good for creating a diversion. If you want to run through a group of zombies, just throw the dynamite in the other direction. I'll show you one of my favorite weapons here, and you get this one pretty early on. Actually, it is. It starts with a side. I'm gonna have to go stand on.
Yeah, find higher ground. Dan.
Okay. Well, now I'm getting in the middle of things. Yeah, if you want to, get through a group of zombies, you kind of
Just
can.
roll through them.
Yeah, I mean, like they'll get you eventually, but you can get pretty far. Okay, so I've got this scythe, and I have a. Let's see.
Nice boots.
Yep. I have a scythe and I have a samurai sword, a katana, and I can combine those into the Grim Reaper, which is kind of a spear weapon, which
Nice.
really does a number on these guys. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh yeah, and so I should talk about the Kinect thing here.
If we get a maybe picture-in-picture for a little bit. I mean, unfortunately we can't predict when. I guess you can get yourself grabbed.
Oh yeah, it's real easy. All right, so when they grab you here, grab me, do it.
Or they just want to kill you.
There we go. Okay, so if I shake the controller, it shakes you loose.
Yeah, it's neat. Kinect is reading that.
Yeah,
Right.
It's not like
It's like a-
sensors. It's not motion sensors in the controller, right?
Right. So if the well, I almost would prefer if it were a motion sensor in the controller, because like if for whatever reason you're just like on the edge of the Kinect's range and you get grabbed and you start shaking the controller and it doesn't see it, then you get.
Is there no other way to do it? Because what if
There
you're not
is.
using Kinect?
If you're not using the Kinect, it switches to a regular button prompt.
Okay.
Which is kind of typical. But yeah, so this thing really
great.
does some good damage, and you get some good execution moves.
Damn.
So that's some good entertainment, and like when you're using a crafted weapon like this, you get more experience points. Old PP here.
As
SD
it's
points.
always been in the series.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that, but probably because they want to be able to say PP. It's that kind of game. So this,
Prestige points, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what it stands for?
yes, it is. So another thing I want to show you with this particular weapon is there's another level to it, where you can combine it. Oh wait, I have the wrong. Oh, I forgot. I need gasoline, not propane. There's another level to this
Rookie
weapon.
mistake.
Not propane. Need some gasoline.
Yeah. So thank you, Hank.
Gasoline accessories.
This is technically a gasoline accessory, but basically you can set it on fire. Oh, wait, that might be gas right there? Let's
Looks
see.
like it.
Yes.
Do you have any
Yes.
room in your inventory?
I think I do because I just combined this. There we go. All right. So way back up to your truck. All right. So let's get up there, and so now I can combo this. Oh, I don't want to do that. You can. There we go.
Whoa.
Yeah. All right. You can combo that and get the Fire Reaper, which same thing but low beta. And one of the little tricks that you learn, because your weapons degrade very quickly and break. You get probably 100 zombie kills out of a good weapon, and that's probably after you upgrade too. I love this scrape along the ground there. But one trick that you learn is you use a weapon as long as you can and then combine it, and that brings it back to full strength.
Nice.
So you get some good life out of it. But I do like the weapon degradation system because it forces you to change it up.
Yeah, and combine things and do some different stuff.
Yeah. So like even like this became one of my favorite weapons. But you can't have one of these all the time, right? Because that would get boring. Because the combat is not that complex. Like you can.
It's a lot of zombies you're wading into right now.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That is really impressive.
And you look at the kill counter in the upper left there. 29,209, 211 zombies.
And that's like,
Yeah, that's as a, I played through the entire campaign, and then a little bit of extra. Before I realized that you can save everywhere, I lost quite a bit of progress. So I think if I log into the Smart Glass app now, it shows my true total zombie kills, which are it was like 35,000, something like that. So yeah, I've killed a lot of zombies, and one of the cool things is no two of these zombies look identical. They're all procedurally generated, and so we're effectively killing the same enemy 30,000 times, but it doesn't look like it, and that goes a long way. And they do have like football player zombies and construction worker zombies and police zombies and stuff like that. But see, my weapon just broke. Yep. So I just had to suplex somebody, like you do. But it does go a long way towards making it feel like you're doing something different. So here's another absurd combination. So I've got a lightsaber, a flashlight.
not a lightsaber.
Not yet, and gems. Okay. And now I can make a laser sword.
That's just like the first game, Dead Rising 1.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, and I love the animations on this. It's a really good time. All right, so I'm going to go do this Psycho mission. And Psycho missions, like the most powerful enemies in Dead Rising games are not zombies, they're humans. So I'm going to go fight one such human.
I had such a good time playing co-op with you.
Oh, yeah.
For your review.
It really is the best way to play this because there's not one but two zombie killing idiots.
Yeah, and to head off the questions at the pass, there is no local co-op, it's online only.
Yeah.
But well worth it. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I jumped in the roller hog, which is when you get enough blueprints and you can combine a motorcycle with a steamroller.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find a steamroller.
Yeah, and so like you were in the middle of like I was literally like clearing the way for you as you were behind me.
Yeah, we were both driving along, and you were clearing a path for me because like a normal car driving through a big group of zombies will get slowed down and
damaged as
beaten
well.
on a little bit. Gone entirely the wrong way looking for this steamroller. Okay, I'll go the other way. This is another problem that I had with this game is that it's very difficult to navigate this map because so you notice I've got this objective here. I can even set a waypoint.
But it looks like you're blocked there. You can't go straight.
Well, a motorcycle is going to be a little bit better at that than a car would.
Right.
But so in order to make this map feel bigger, I mean it's not a tiny map, but it's not a really big map. I mean all this space in the middle is inaccessible. Like these are basically islands, 4 islands. But in order to make it feel bigger, they made it they blocked off a bunch of stuff, and in order to and like
ramp.
Yep, got to hit that.
Better get out of here.
Watch it blow.
But yeah, so
You lost your hat.
where is my hat? That's never happened before.
Oh, you lost your whole outfit.
Whole outfit.
Oh, so what it is there's a voice command for change clothes. Brings you back to your mechanic outfit. So now we have to find a new outfit. Well, later. Anyway, but yeah, in order to get where you're going is a pain in the butt because you can't. There's no line that leads you there, like in GTA or Saints Row or any other open world game, really, that has this kind of trickiness from getting one point to the other.
Well, and I guess some people might say, well, I don't want my hand held.
Yeah.
But at the same time, because of all these weird obstructions and things, it's not obvious how to get there.
Right, and I have to spend way too much time like flipping into the map and looking at, okay, this is how I'm going to get there. And sometimes those barriers that you see on the map are not actual barriers, like you could have gone through there. And sometimes there are barriers that aren't on the map. So it's pretty frustrating. And like, yes, it's true that like in a zombie apocalypse, maps wouldn't be reliable and everything. But does this look like a realistic game to you? I am killing these zombies with a lightsaber right now. I'm not really in this for a realistic zombie simulation.
Yeah.
I would like to.
I like realistic zombie simulation.
Well, it's DayZ has that covered. I think. This is not that genre. So it's a bit frustrating, and like right now, even I'm still just
Wandering
wandering
aimlessly
around.
here.
And part of that is because I'm talking and playing, which is always a recipe for disaster when you're trying to actually do anything. But yeah, how the heck do I get there? So yeah, I guess I've got to go around this block to get to this.
Looks like it.
Yeah. So it's kind of a lot of that, and it's constantly sending you to and fro across this map, which is difficult to navigate, and that can get a little bit frustrating. But when you get there, and there's plenty of zombie killing, plenty of dismembering. Like I really love the like
that was awesome.
That one in particular is
Yeah, they're down the middle.
yep. It's really good fun. Knocking off limbs everywhere. Yeah, I can't get through here. Can I get over that? No. Yeah, it's these barriers are really annoying.
One of our viewers, Bizarro Pete, says, I really love the ability to combine items on the fly. One big improvement over Dead Rising 2.
The number of zombies. I mean, that's the number one thing.
Well, yeah, I think he was just saying.
Yeah, you don't need the
ability-
workbench.
Yeah,
In
right,
Dead
right.
Rising 2, you needed the workbench. Well, we do have a copy of this to give away.
We do, yeah.
And we have seen already a couple of slowdowns, but it's had nothing to do with the number of zombies around. And it's all very brief stuff. And this game is not one that requires a whole lot of precision, so it's not really a big deal. It just doesn't look nice. All right, so here we're going into a porn shop because we got
Psychos live in porn shops.
Yeah, well, this
I would
particular one
suspect.
does. We got a.
So I've heard.
Yes. Well, you get a phone call from this dude who calls you and tells you where people are, and he gives you all your side missions.
What the? What are you doing in here? You all right? Do you need some help?
Is this Saw?
Yeah, there are a lot of references.
It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you.
What? How did he fall?
You just tripped on a broom or something.
Just walked in the door and already presented.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
No reason to get too excited.
Why don't you go over there?
This game does have one of those kind of porno fixations going
What's up
on.
with this
It's
guy's teeth?
It goes for that kind of humor a little often, maybe even more often than Saints Row 3 does, and Saints Row 4. Yeah.
Sorry, dude. Really not in the mood.
Like there is a dildo gun.
That
You know.
door does not open again
The other day I
until you
shot
start
the
being
Mona
a
Lisa
little
with the
bit
dildo.
more obedient.
Video games.
If you don't
Are we allowed to say that?
I don't know. If somebody has to bleep me. I don't.
The
I don't
internet,
blame
we
them.
can say whatever we want.
But yeah, so we have to fight. Yeah.
Whoa,
And there's
whoa,
that.
whoa, whoa. The guy,
I can hear
the guys
them
in our
cracking up at the
control
control.
room cracking up.
Why don't you
Yeah.
try taking some of my suggestions? Maybe you'll
Shouldn't
find
you see a doctor if you have a burning sensation down there?
Yeah, and if it lasts for more than 4 hours.
cooperative.
I think we should just calm down,
So
man.
I think I'm just gonna skip to killing this guy.
I'm doing the best I
So,
can here.
you do have to. Yeah, the fights themselves are a lot of bludgeoning and then dodging. Yeah.
Yeah, you're slicing this guy with a lightsaber.
Yeah, he doesn't seem fine.
It's a little bit irritable.
So you can say "Whoa, kinky." What
Yeah,
like,
I
what
try
does
it.
that do?
I haven't really been able to figure out what it's supposed to do.
You want me to?
Yeah, give it a try.
Try it, Ryan.
Say it, Ryan.
Whoa, kinky. Oh, I think I missed my chance. It'll come up again. Because the boss fight that you and I did in co-op, it was.
Say it, say it.
Whoa, kinky.
It says no.
Whoa, kinky. There it goes.
Okay.
I don't
So
know
I
what
guess
it did.
it does. I think it might open him
enable
up
you
to a
to-
grapple attack,
Okay.
which you don't really need to do.
I think the boss fight that you and I did in co-op, it was like, hey, you're crazy, or something like that.
Yeah, that one they use several times. Well, let's see if I can make a good. Yeah, I wanted to make jazz hands. So I can't make jazz. So, let's see. So when this shotgun gets low on ammo, I'm just going to combine it.
That reminds me of the cock rocket from.
From Orgasmo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why some developers put like an essential command like dodge on like pushing down one of the sticks.
Yeah.
It's like that, especially in a game where you have to use it a lot.
Oh, kinky.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Whoa, kinky. Yep.
Punish you I will.
But I'm just going to. Oh,
Ew.
Oh, all right, fine.
he knocked the shotgun out of my hand. That happens
Don't
sometimes.
kill her.
All right, well, let's make another weapon here.
Right on.
He stops the torture there.
Sorry,
I didn't realize
Julia.
that. I turned propane and boxing gloves into rocket punch. And I do have a bunch of upgrades that make it easier for me to do these combinations. Like when you start out, it's very specific about what weapons or what items you have to have.
And it gets faster too as you upgrade,
Yes.
right?
But much more useful is that you can have any weapon, any item from a certain category, and combine it to make a weapon, which makes it much easier to find what you're looking for. And of course, we get that gun. It's just awkward. And so one of the reasons I wanted to do one of these missions, and a lot of side missions have these too, but now that I've done that, I get access to some survivors who I can have as companions. Companions are kind of entertaining, and also kind of annoying. Like they will get in your way a lot, but you can have some good fun with them. Like for example, I can give him a lightsaber,
Nice.
and he will run around and slice up zombies with it. And
Can you just leave her if you feel like it?
You could, yes, but
There's no real benefit in that, obviously.
yep. And these survivors, like they can permanently die if you let them. And unlike Dead Rising 2, fortunately they do not turn on you if you hit them too much, because it's really easy to hit them accidentally. So, sorry, I don't have another lightsaber, so you can have that.
Awesome.
But yeah, so they did at least do us the favor of making them not a huge burden, even though they're not super useful. That they serve as a good diversion when a lot of zombies are around. Like they will draw some zombies away from you. Come on, do your thing. Yeah, you can kind of order them around a little bit.
Come with me. I'll be right there.
That's to attack. Go kill
I
stuff.
guess so.
They throw themselves into it.
Doesn't anyone care?
And they get very upset when you hit them, but they don't really do anything about it. Yeah, I mean, that's the general spiel there, right, without giving away too much.
Yeah.
But
It's a long game, right?
It is. It took me roughly 30 hours to get through, and to be fair, a good chunk of that was navigating around, and also just like I would build up a good stash of weapons, and I want to burn through them basically, because your inventory, especially in the beginning, starts off very limited. Like I've got all the inventory upgrades here now. Oops, sorry. You looked like a zombie. So we'll get a full inventory of things, and it's like, well, now I just want to get more stuff. Punch her again. Yeah, you have to kind of scavenge for food. You can keep your survivors alive by giving them snacks.
Okay.
Thanks.
Right.
Thank you.
And you can also kind of order them to scavenge. one time I had 5 survivors following me around, and I gave them all lightsabers. It looked kind of like that scene from episode 2 in the arena.
Oh, cool blood splatter on the wall right there.
Yeah. Well, the blood effects, I don't know. I kind of expected them to look better in a game like this, but they get the job done. But, like I'm absolutely covered in blood right now.
Yeah.
And then at one point, a few seconds from now, it'll probably just pop.
gone.
Yep. So it's not something that you look at and think, wow, this is a really beautiful game, but it is very impressive when it's just crawling with zombies, and rewarding to run into the middle of them.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to. Can you want to like maybe jump in a car and just find a giant horde of zombies?
Yeah,
to,
I think
to drive through.
Yeah, let's see if I can find a drivable car. Some of these
I
cars
think
are
this is
drivable
a
and
pretty
some are not.
substantial horde here.
Yep.
But this is actually nothing compared to some of the things that you and I saw in co-op.
Yeah, I mean, like there are a couple of spots where they really congregate, and like as the game goes on, as the campaign goes on, you get more and more big clusters of zombies, to kind of test your endurance. It's interesting because like when you get a really powerful weapon, you're feeling unstoppable, and you run into the middle of these zombie hordes and start hacking away, and you're doing great, and then your weapons break. And you're like, there's starts to become a problem, and you really have to know when to quit if you don't want to get killed. Oh, that was a ramp. Couldn't see it.
Now, Christopher Layton says, I saw attribute points. Are you able to allocate your points as you please?
You are. So let's take a look at that. I actually saved a few here. So I'm level 40. The 50 is the cap. But oops. There we go. But yeah, so you've got all these categories. I've got 4 to allocate now. I like how the skill system works because like pretty much all of these, once you start using them, or once you upgrade to them, you get an upgrade that is immediately noticeable.
Excellent.
It's not just like this one is like plus melee armor, which is less noticeable, but you also get a new skill move, and a skill move is just an extra hand-to-hand combat move.
Is that how we would spell noogies?
N-U.
It's not how I see it in my
I think
head.
that's pronounced nuggies.
Yeah, that's a nuggie, not a noogie.
Okay, so that
I'm not sure what the technical difference
learn
is.
that.
It might be like local colloquialisms.
And like some of them are just like extra vehicle armor.
Yeah.
Although vehicle armor is a big thing.
Yeah.
Like your vehicles kind of blow up real fast. But you get like inventory is huge. Those upgrades, life makes a big difference. These up here are the ones that make it so that I can now use like any axe to make any of these axe-based weapons, or I can use any gloves to make any glove-based weapon, which is very useful. I got a lot of those, as you can see. And then extra experience gain, but also plus a kill streak timer. So when you get a kill streak going, it gives you longer to kill the next zombie in the chain. And yeah, so here's like the skill moves. And they're just very basic combos. There are a bunch of trials that you can do. I haven't done a whole lot of the trials, but
there really is a lot to this game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know why one of my books isn't selected, but these are just you can have one of these enabled at any time. Let's do that.
Yeah, you don't have to keep them in your inventory like you did in Dead Rising 1.
Right. It doesn't take up an inventory slot, which is nice because your inventory slots are, as I said, very limited.
Like I said, we do have a copy of Dead Rising 3 to give away. Let's give it to Justin Ryan, who says, I wish I could get Dead Rising 3 at launch. It looks awesome.
You're like Santa today.
Well, here you go, Justin. We've got a copy of Dead Rising 3 just for you.
Congrats. Yeah, I do love how the zombies cling on there.
That's great.
You can try and fling them off, but usually you end up having to shake the controller to get them off you when they attack you on the driver's side. So I'm gonna see if I can combine these vehicles here.
Oh yeah, into a junk car?
Yeah. So you get in the middle there, and like zombies leave you alone while you do this. Very nice of them. And then you get a much uglier but sturdier and generally armed car.
Yeah.
This is like a chemical weapons car. I don't know where he got the chemical weapons when he combined a driver's ed car with a taxi, but I'll take it. Something that was kind of disappointing about the co-op is that when you're just driving around and I'm in your passenger seat,
yeah,
I couldn't fire my gun out the window.
Yeah, you can't do anything when you're the passenger.
Yeah. Well, except on some of these custom cars, there is a turret, and then you get to.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. So there is that. But you mow down a lot of zombies real fast.
This, to me, just never gets old.
Yeah, I mean, it's really impressive how many zombies they managed to work in on screen. Let's see, this one, I think if I do this combination over here, I can show you a turret vehicle. This is a fireworks van and a forklift.
Oh yeah, fork work.
Sweet.
And I think I can man that.
Oh, hell.
There you go. Kind of a fun one. It's kind of
Shoots
like
fireworks?
It launches the zombies around and then they explode. There is some good fun to be had with these.
Dan, thanks for stopping by to play Dead Rising 3 for us.
My pleasure.
I think up next we're going to play Call of Duty Ghosts.
Let's do it.
We're going to bring on Scott.